Happy Father's Day to all of you out there. I hope you're having a great day with your family. And if your father happened to have passed away like mine did 5 years ago, I hope you have some beautiful memories to reminisce with everyone today. Personally, just my personal opinion, I've always thought that Father's and Mother's Day, we have it backwards. It's not for our children to celebrate us. It's for us to appreciate the fact that we are in the position to have children in the first place. I have made a lot of money in my life. I have done just about everything I've ever set my mind out to since I got out of high school and college. I've had a lot of successful businesses. I created this industry, what you see today online 15 years ago. But you know what? It means zip. It means nothing, because the only thing that's important in my life is the fact that my wife and I have a beautiful son that we're very proud of. And that's the bottom line today. So again, happy Father's Day to you all out there. Listen, today, this video report is all dedicated to that little thing called game number 7 of the NBA Finals. I'm going to give you a free pick, and then I'm going to tell you how I'm going to bet this game for all of you out there who took my advice with a 15-dime best bet and took the Cleveland Cavaliers plus $1.90 in the series, a play which I wrote off a long time ago. But here we are. And I'm alive. So now mathematically, I got to think the best way to play today's game. And I'll talk about that as well. But first, let's get a little history lesson. Listen, this is all about the home court advantage. Home court. This is what you play for. This is why the Golden State Warriors are in such a great position today. Because you have had 125 Game 7 situations in the history of the NBA playoffs. 125 of them. So you're talking about a large sample size here. The home team has won 81% of those games straight up. 81% of them straight up. We have had 18 previous Game 7 situations in the finals. The home team is 15-3 straight up. That's what home court advantage is worth. That's what you play for the entire damn season that stretches 18 and a half months. I'm embellishing, of course, it only goes 9.5 months. And that's what you're in the position to playing for today. Now, in case you happen to be on Jeopardy, you can say, God, Alex Trebek is not going to fool me because Al DeMarco took care of it, because, guys, now I'm going to give you a history lesson. Are you ready? The last road team to win game number 7 on the road in the NBA Finals. Quick, cue up the Jeopardy music. What? It's not working today. Okay, we'll get to the answer anyway. Come on. Any idea? I had no idea. I have to be honest with you. I had to look it up on the internet. That's what the wonderful thing of the internet is all about. 1978. I was not following the NBA. I can tell you that right now. 1978. The Washington Bullets won Game 7 at Seattle. Bob Dandridge and Charles Johnson, the first I heard of, the second, I don't know who the hell Charles Johnson was. They led the way with 19 points apiece, 6 double-figure scores for the Bullets in that game. Wes Unseld had 15 points. He was named the Finals MVP. Again, in case you have a double Jeopardy bonus round question, Wes Unseld, the Finals MVP, averaging 9 points and 11.7 rebounds. But, you know, Big West was known for being big and for being such a bully defensively. For Seattle, quick, who was the Sonics' leading scorer back there? I'll give you a few hints. It was not downtown Freddie Brown. Nope, not him. It was not Jack Sikma. He was their second leading scorer with 21 points. It was not Dennis Johnson, 0 for 14 in that Game 7. Not Gus Williams, 4 for 12 from the field. His nickname, I think, was the Human Eraser. Listen, I'm really going way back here, guys. I got to remember what I read on NBA basketball cards back in the day. Marvin Webster, 27 points. Now, 2 interesting little tidbits for this particular series. The very next year, these two met again in the finals. And wearing those ultra short shorts, remember, from the 70s? The Bullets won game number 1, and then the Sonics swept them in the next 4 games to claim the crown. But this is really the good one. This is the one you can impress your friends with. This is the one that I guarantee you this is going to be the final answer for your Jeopardy bonus. It's going to win it all for you. That series holds the dubious distinction of being the longest finals championship series in any sport in terms of number of days taken to play it. It stretched out over 18 days. Why? Because of television, folks. 18 days. That's even 3 days longer than the 89 World Series between the Giants and the A's that was disrupted by the earthquake and had a 10-day layoff. 18 days. Damn, what did they thought? They were the NHL? Anyway, there you go. That's your historical perspective. Now, let's bring it up to date for this year. In this year's playoffs, you have had 4 Game 7 situations. The home team is 4-0 straight up, 3-1 against the spread. Over the past 3 years combined, you have had the home teams go 10-1 straight up in Game 7 situations. 10-1 straight up. Now, in this postseason, we have had 3 dominant trends. We have seen favorites be the betting way to go. We have seen the under consistently come through, and we have seen home teams dominate versus the spread. First of all, favorites are 50, 34-1 against the spread, including 4-2 here in the finals. We have seen the home teams go 4 games over 500 in round 1 against the spread, 4 games over round 2 as well. Then in the conference finals, we saw the home teams go 10-3 against the spread. Here in the finals, we had double-digit blowouts by the home team in games 1, 2, and 3. Cavaliers, of course, choking in game number 4 at home. Warriors winning outright as the dog. Cavaliers returning the favor in game number 5. And then the Cavaliers restoring order and improving to 4-2, the home teams in the finals with their game 6 double-digit win. So over the course of all these games and all these playoff rounds, you have the home team now 17 games over 500 overall. And again, I like Golden State today. And that is going to be your free pick. I like Golden State. 4 words that could probably curse the Warriors today and probably ruin everything for them. Because let me just quickly remind you, I'm the guy that had the Cavaliers in game number 1 in the series as a best bet. And then here on the video report in games 2, 3, 4, and 5, I gave you the wrong side. But in game 6, I redeemed myself with the Cavaliers. So, hey, I'm on a winning streak. That's all that matters today. Why do I like Golden State? Because Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are going to come out shooting because that's what they do. And they're going to be playing in front of a frenzied crowd at the Oracle, and they are going to shoot. And if they miss their first 17 three-pointers, you know they can get hot and hit 11 of the next 12. That's just the way they play ball, and especially at home. I do not think that Cleveland is going to be able to stop these guys today. I think they're going to combine for 65 to 70 points, and I think that's going to be more than enough. LeBron could get 40-plus points again. I just don't think Kyrie Irving getting, 40 as well. I can see him and Kevin Love, if Love shows up after missing an action, maybe getting 45 combined points, maybe even 50, but I think that's a reach. But I still think the Warriors are going to have too much offensive firepower, and that's all that matters here in game number 7. This is not going to be a defensive battle. This is going to be the Cavaliers playing again up-tempo, because remember, Ty Lue, the Cavaliers coach, said at the outset of the series he wanted to play up-tempo. And everybody said, hey, that's going to play into the Warriors' hands. But Lue knew that the only way for the Cavaliers is to compete is to play up-tempo, and he wanted to press the pace. But in games 1, 2, even 3, that big blowout by the Cavaliers, and in 4, they didn't do so. But LeBron James did so. And he dictated the pace of the game in games number 5 and 6, and you saw what happened. I thought P.J. Carlesimo, the former NBA coach and college coach, said it best on ESPN after game number 6. It wasn't so much that LeBron was dominant, but he controlled the game. And really, that's the key for the Cavaliers here today. Now, are the Warriors going to be shorthanded? Sure, Andrew Bogut's out, so they don't have a big guy in the middle. Andre Iguodala, bothered by back spasms. But listen, was he able when he was healthy in game number 4 to stop, or game number 5 to stop LeBron either? No, not necessarily. The other thing here is that I look at everybody that says, hey, the Cavaliers went in game number 5 and they took care of business and they hammered them. Yeah, but who was the pressure on in that game? Not the Cavaliers. They were down 3-1. They had nothing to lose. And Draymond Green didn't play. Well, now in game number 7, home, Warriors are going to be the play, and I think the Warriors are the way to go, minus the 5 points. In terms of the total, quickly about the total, listen, Game 5 and Game 6 both went over the total. Game 5 barely getting there, Game 6 easily going high. So the total is a 3-3 split here in the finals. But overall, the under has been the play throughout the postseason, 50 unders, 35 overs, and 1 push. I actually like the over here today at, 207. But again, I still would rather go with Golden State minus the 5 points. That's going to be your official free play. Now, back to my own personal best bet. And if you happen to get my play in the series, this is what I would do. And I've considered all the various options here. I don't think there's a chance in hell the Cleveland Cavaliers win today. So even though I long ago wrote off that 15-dime play at plus $1.90, and remember, we're using a unit of measure when I'm talking about the 15-dime play. What you bet per dime, well, that's inconsequential here. The unit of measure is 15 dimes plus $1.90. So I don't think the Cavaliers can win today. Could I go ahead and play Golden State on the money line? Yeah, they're minus $1.90. I could certainly do that. Play them on the money line. I could play Golden State minus the 5 straight up. But I don't necessarily think that's the way to go here in this particular game, because what happens if Golden State wins by 3? Well, then it's like double jeopardy. I lose the straight up bet on Golden State, and I lose the series play on the Cavaliers. So I've looked at the various scenarios here, and again, it comes down to that 15-dime play at plus $1.90. If I win that play, I win 28.25 dimes, okay? I win 28.25 dimes. If I go ahead here and play Golden State on the money line as a 10-dime release and they lose, well, they lose. Again, straight up on the money line. If I play them on the money line today and they lose today as a 10-dime play at minus $1.90, I lose 19 dimes. But that means the Cavaliers win. I win 28.25, so I have a net profit of 9.25. If I play the Warriors today on the money line at minus $1.90 as a 10-dime play, and they lose today, I laid out the numbers for you. If they win today, I win 10 dimes. And what do I lose for the Cavaliers? The same 15 dimes that I put in originally. Okay? So that's the way I'm going to play it. 10-dime play on the Golden State Warriors on the money line. And again, run through the math with you. 10-dime play. If the Warriors win today at minus $1.90, I win 10 dimes. I lose 15 on the series. I bail out with a net loss of 5. That's better than the net loss of 15, even though I already wrote out that I'm looking at today. If the Warriors lose today and a 10-dime play and I lose 19 dimes, I make money because I get that 15-dime play that cashes at $1.90 at plus 28.25 dimes, so I make money. That's the way I'm personally playing this game today. I'm just looking to bail out because, again, I just have absolutely no faith that the Cavaliers can win game number 5 or game number 7. So that's it, guys. I wish you well. I know it was complicated, but listen, I sat here for probably 25 minutes thinking about the various financial strategies and betting scenarios here, played it all out, have a whole ledger here of numbers. And that was what I came up with. That was the best way to go. 10-dime play, again, on Golden State on the money line is how I'm personally going to go out at minus $1.90 today. The free pick, again, the Warriors minus the 5 and the lean a little bit toward the over. That'll do it, guys. I wish you well. And again, happy Father's Day to you all. And I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.